So the last document that I think is critical and essential in establishing your status is your sovereign or indigenous declaration, um, and or your your national your documents of nationalization. Now, you don't. It doesn't matter. Everybody, you're your own. You declare who you are. Now, I have a template on this website for a withdrawal or removal of United States citizenship in a declaration of sovereign and indigenous standing. I highly advise that you don't use that document unless you do a lot of reading about it, or unless you feel that it is um, personal to who you are. Because you know, if you fill out if you use that document, you're not a United States citizen. Okay, so, and you don't have to use that document. The only reason I feel that you should have some type of declaration on file is because when you establish the executor for the estate, or for the Sestake trust, now you need to give the executor status as being outside and not subject to the jurisdiction of the commercial system. So I hope you see how those documents work together. So say, for example, somebody was filing a criminal procedure against your estate. Well, on one level, you can consider filing, well, I wouldn't want to say filing the will into the record jacket of that case, but you can consider removing the case, doing a notice of removal and removing it to the probate court, because we are aware that they're trying to adjudicate a claim against your estate and you have the will on file. So you can consider removing it to the probate court and filing into the record jacket. And this is something that you always want to do if you have your status established and somebody's bringing a claim against you, whether civil or criminal. The first thing you need to do is file into the record jacket of that matter your status, which should include your letter of executorship and your sovereign declaration. Those two things should be there. And again, I say there's templates for all this on the site, thctrust.org, and you can also read. I'm just going to kind of cut this here because I think everything else you can find out on your own, or you can email me for any questions, and that's coaching@thctrust.org. But once you have those two letters, the last step that I discuss on this site is establishing your estate with the IRS. And that's pretty much for enforcement and compliance. A lot of times, even though you have your status straight, somebody will try to judge and say, well, this person doesn't really know what they're doing. Well, if you have your foundation set up with the IRS appropriately, then you can use the IRS for your enforcements when someone's trying to trespass on your estate. And and that doesn't matter whether it's judges or sheriff. Nobody is immune. Nobody is immune in the private, and that's why enforcement is so important, and it's one of the things that we're really going to be harping on and working on at thctrust.org. And hence, because of our knowledge about enforcement, that's what puts us in a good position to pursue releasing people from, or pursue the studies for releasing individuals from jail, prison, 10-year sentences, 20-year sentences. It does not matter. If the person, and especially if you know someone that is locked up right now, they don't deserve to be locked up for whatever reason, especially if they're somewhat familiar with this technology, then you need to stay tuned and you need to help support our organization so we can get the information out there and we can establish a work group and a study session to really affect some remedies in this area. So thanks for watching. Make sure you visit the site, and you can email us at coaching@thctrust.org. We also offer coaching and debt settlements, and criminal proceedings. We have a writing service. Yeah, email us to inquire. And thank you again for watching.